guys, in today's video I want to quickly show you how you can supervise and manage copyright claims if you ever receive one or if someone is stealing your content. And so I want to show you either way how to handle this situation and what to do in order to fix it. So first of all, you have to learn where you have to go into your channel in order to double check if you receive any copyright claim. And so this is my personal channel, by the way. It's called Lara Knows Best, and you are welcome to go and check it out if you want to have a look, and get more familiar with me. So I decided recently to separate, all my content because my personal channel was starting to become a bit of a mess. I was uploading tech tutorials together with, video vlogs and product reviews, shopping hauls and DIYs, it was all together. So I decided to separate and create this new channel all dedicated to digital tech tutorials, and that's why I've started separating the two. So basically today I will be using my personal channel as an example to show you how to handle copyright claims. First of all, let's check if we have any claim going on. So from this page right here, just click on manage videos. And right here where you have all your videos listed, you can just click on these three little lines and you can select copyright claims. So as you can see, I have several, and I've been neglecting my personal channel quite a lot. So I've actually didn't take care of that. And so if you don't do anything about it, when you receive a copyright claim, your video will be automatically demonetized. As you can see, I have several videos where I cannot, run ads basically, and so these are ineligible for, AdSense. Now that you know in which section exactly go and check if you receive any claims, the next step to do in order to, solve the claim will be to appeal to it. And so let me take this Hong Kong video vlog as an example. So I'm pretty sure the claim I've received is against the music because obviously the content is my own, it's my own footage. But what you need to do is just hover on top of copyright claims and just click on see details. And in this page you will see the exact issue, why your video has been receiving a claim basically. And so as you can see, under the claim type I have a little musical notes. So this confirm that the issue is the soundtrack pretty much. So the content in my video that is causing this issue is between this time frame, so 0.00 and 5.23. So if you go from the very beginning, which is 0.00 until 5.23, it's pretty much the old video. Yes, it's pretty much the old video. So the old soundtrack of this video has received a claim, and so I cannot monetize my video. So the next step for me to fix, to resolve it will be to select an action. So now that I know that my copyright claim is linked to my soundtrack, is nothing to do with my footage, is just related to the music, I can either change my soundtrack and try to recover my video to make it eligible for AdSense, or just keep it as it is, and I know that I will not be able to monetize it. So it's up to you. If to you is not a big deal, to keep the music as it is because you really love the soundtrack and you think it's a perfect match with your footage, you can keep it as it is. But if it's a video that is receiving a lot of views, I will suggest you to, change the music because you will most likely make a good amount of money from it. So if you click on see action, you can either replace the song or you can just erase any type of sound muted, but obviously the old video will be a bit pointless because it's a footage that has to have some sort of a melody, you know, underneath. Or you can dispute also the claim. So if, for instance, you have a license and you are allowed to use the soundtrack, or if you request permission directly to the artist, you can upload, you know, proof, and so you can click on dispute. Now, I am aware that I don't have the license. You know, back when I create this video, I was much younger and much more inexperienced, you know, with the old YouTube charade. And so I'm pretty sure I wasn't allowed to use this song. So my only alternative to be able to monetize my video will be to either mute my song or replace the song. So the most realistic option for me is to replace the song, because obviously I'm not going to have footage without any music underneath, but I cannot dispute it because I don't have licensing. And so let me just quickly show you. To replace the song, you just click on it and you will be redirected into your editor, basically the video editor. And it's very convenient how YouTube structure, you know, this section, because you can easily substitute your song. So as you can see, the song in question is from the artist Maverick Sabre. It's a very popular artist, a very popular song, like very mainstream, and so I wasn't allowed to use it. I already know that, but because I really loved this song together with them, you know, the experience, because actually they did play that exact song when I was experiencing this moment in Hong Kong. I really wanted to keep that exact song because I started doing YouTube to kind of create memories for myself to look back at. And so I start vlogging and creating these small travel videos, you know, to remember, you know, to create sort of timeline, you know, memory lane for me to look back at every time I felt like I wanted to relive certain moments. And so I really wanted to keep this song, but in case you do want to substitute, you know, your song, this is where you can do it. So you can just have a little preview by clicking this play button right here, and you can just have a few seconds to understand which song could be a good substitution, you know, for the one that you want to replace. You can also hover on top of this play button right here to see the licensing type. So, you know, some songs on YouTube are free to be used without mentioning the artist. Some others you need to mention, you know, who is the actual composer or the artist, you know, that create that piece. So this, for example, it says no attribution is required. So they are all pretty much ready to be used without having to mention the artist. So, and then you can scroll, you have more options, obviously, the more you scroll down. So in case you want to, for instance, choose this one, Just Dance, all you have to do is to just click add. And as you can see, it will automatically add it to your, you know, video footage. And you just, of course, need to select a song that it's long enough for you to cover the old footage you have. And so you have to check even that aspect. So obviously you have the length of the song right here. My video is about 5 minutes long, I believe, 5 minutes 40. So probably something like this, you know, 5 minutes or 7 minutes. If, for instance, I'm gonna add this one, which is longer than my video, I can still cut it, you know, just before the end of my video. And so as you can see, once I add a new song, my original song has been neutralized, sort of. There's even a check mark. So basically now I can be monetized. And so from this point on, all you have to do is to just click on save, but obviously I don't want to do that. It's just for me to show you, you know, how to fix it in case you want to replace the song. In my case, I really don't care to monetize this specific video. I just want to keep the song as it is. It's mostly for my own, you know, memory, you know, to keep. So you can also discard the changes if you don't want to change anything. That's it. So it's pretty easy if you encounter this type of problem, and then you just save your changes. In my case, I want to discard everything. And so, yeah, the only things you can do is to take some sort of action about it if you want to monetize your video. Otherwise, you just keep it as it is and your video will not, you know, make any money, basically. Okay, another things I want to show you is I have a third channel which I'm gonna share with you later in the future, not right now, but I want to show you how to fix copyright claims when instead you do have a licensing, so you are allowed to use the content that you've been argue, So basically in this channel I've received a copyright claims on this specific video, and I'm gonna click on see details, and I'm sure it's linked to the music. Yes, of course, as expected. So it's an issue that has to do with the soundtrack. Okay, so basically in this case I did use soundtracks from Envato Elements, which is a website that I already advertised multiple times in my previous videos because it's amazing. You have tons of digital assets, you can use limitless material, and it's a very creative space that really give you a lot of tools to create beautiful videos. But I do have a membership with Envato, and that's why I promoted in my channel. I only promote something that I really believe in and that I'm using myself, so I will never push on my viewers something that I don't believe in or I think it's medium low quality. I never do that. I'm very straightforward, very honest, and so if I promote something it's because I'm using it myself. I already pay membership myself and I think it's worth it. So Envato is one of these few things that I really promote because I think it's amazing. So just to give you a background, I do have a membership with Envato, and on select action, in this case I want to dispute the claim that I receive, because I do in fact have permission to use the music, and so the owner of the soundtrack is HAAWK. This is the third party, and he's basically sending me a claim on behalf of Dirty Flint production. And so in this case all you have to do is to just click on dispute, and you will be redirected in this page. So when you want to dispute your claim, it's super easy to do. Don't be intimidated. It's very, very simple. So you have three options. This first one say I own a copy of the song or video. So basically it's your own content, which is not my case. Or you have the second option, say I'm not making money from my video, which is not my case. I do want to make money from my video. And the third one is I gave credit to the copyright owner, which is again not my case. So if neither of these three options is what actually apply to you, all you have to do is to just check my dispute isn't based on any of these reasons above. I would still like to dispute this content ID claim, and you click on continue. And here you have, you can see, the progress of your dispute basically. So it's very easy once you get used to it, And so here the options are: select the main reason you're disputing this claim. Original content, the content claim in my video is my original. No, it's not my case. License, I have permission or license to use the content, which is my case. So I check on it, but just, for the sake of this video, let's see even the last two. Copyright exceptions such as fair use. I have significantly transformed the content claimed in my video. The video is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or similar exception to copyright. So you have to check on the copyright claim page to understand exactly what this means. And then the last one is public domain. So basically anyone, it's free to use that content. So the only option that applied to me is I do have a license, and so I'm checking this option right here, and then you still click continue, and then here you have further details, but basically it tells you more details about the different type of license, and just read it through. But in my case I just check I have permission to use the content from the copyright owner, so again continue. And this is the section where I will write, I will set my piece and let YouTube know, listen, I do have, the right to use this soundtrack because I pay for a membership. So because my soundtrack that I use in this video came from Envato, let's just go quickly inside Envato. You just sign in, and I'm going to show you how you can download your licensing and basically upload it into YouTube so you can give proof that you do in fact have a license. Okay, now that I'm inside my Envato, all you have to do is to just go into your account and check my downloads. From your little account icon right here, you go into my downloads, and this is the page where I'm at right now. You scroll down until you found, the exact song that they are claiming you don't have a right to use. And once you found the song, in my case is this one, all you have to do is to just download your license. And here it is. This is my license. It looks like basically a lot of text. And what I usually do, I select all of it, I copy, then I go back into YouTube. And in this section right here, all I say basically, it's like, hello, always start in a polite way. It's always best. Wait, I can type today. I have membership with Envato elements. Therefore, I have permission to use this soundtrack. You'll find my license attached below, and then you can just separate and paste your license. And as you can see in my license, you have mentioned the author names, which is the same one that was mentioned in my copyright claims, Dirty Flint, which is the owner of the song. And this is it. And it says, you have a license certificate with Envato elements, and everything is mentioned in your license. So all you have to do is to go inside your Envato elements, go into your downloads section, download your license for the specific song or footage that they are claiming you against, and then just copy it and paste it right here. Write a little couple lines introductions and say, please look for my license down below, and that's it. And then once you've done that, you're pretty much set. You just check my video doesn't infringe anyone's copyright. I understand that the claimant will be able to review my video and my dispute rationale. And then you check, I understand that filing fraudulent disputes may result in termination of my YouTube account. So basically you acknowledge that you are well aware of all the the rules that involves being a YouTuber, and you're not infringing on anyone's copyrights. You just provided the license, so you are ready to go. And then you just type your name, and once you've done that, you just click on submit, and then you will know that your claim has been disputed correctly, because this section is going to change from take action to dispute under review. So now all you have to do is just wait for them to give you a response. But usually most of the times in let's say literally 24 to 48 hours the dispute is being resolved. So you just don't see this video here in this section anymore. Remember, we are in the copyright section, so this video will just disappear once the claim has been solved, and you shouldn't have any further issues because you provided licensing. You acknowledge that you are well aware of all the rules, you are respecting all of them, and you just took full ownership and responsibility of this situation, and you provide everything that you have to provide to YouTube to show that you are doing everything correctly. And that's it. So don't worry about it. If this happened to you, just follow these steps. Super easy. The first time maybe it's a bit intimidating because you think, oh my gosh, you feel like the police is questioning you, but it's just like a standard procedure for anyone that have a YouTube channel. If this happened to you, no panic, just do what I told you to do, and then it's gonna most likely clear up by itself in a few hours. Sometimes it takes longer than that because the person that initially sent you a copyright claims is not as let's say active on their part, in their YouTube, and so they maybe forget to double check or to close the dispute even though you provide all the proof. And so sometimes it happen, they stay on pending for longer, but don't panic if that happen. It's just that the other part is not taking the time to review it. And so if that's the case, worse by worse, you do have an expiration date. If you go into see details again, everything is mentioned here. Just take the time to look here. If you notice, next to the yellow dot, it says that the video cannot be monetized right now because it's under review. Basically, you have this dispute, but the dispute expires in 29 days. Now, 99% of the time, you don't need 29 days to solve the dispute, because once you upload your license and you prove to YouTube and to the person that sent you the claim, that you actually have the right to use it because you are paying for a membership, they should clear it out, on their part in literally a couple days max, 3 days to be large. But in case the other person forget to review, the proof that you submitted, there's still a deadline. So worse by worse, you have to wait for the full month, but eventually it will clear up by itself, even if the other party doesn't do anything about it, So don't worry. Worst case scenario, you have to wait a full month for the dispute to disappear. And best case scenario, which is what happened 90% of the cases, the person that sent you the claim is gonna see that you do have proof, you are eligible to use that content, and so it's gonna just drop the claim and that's it. So this is how you check if you have any copyright claims on your own videos. But if you want to check if someone else has stolen your content and you want to send a copyright claim to someone else, let's see the opposite way. All you have to do is to click on here, copyright, and this is the page where you will see if anyone has been using your material, basically your content, either a soundtrack or a little small portion of your footage, whatever it is, because obviously there's some sort of algorithm. They do check, if the footage or the music match with anyone else into the YouTube platform, and if they found any matching, content, you will see it right here in this page. So see, matches. So I did have back in the days couple people that tried to steal my content, because there's a lot of scams, especially the youngest, they try to re-upload your videos sometimes to monetize it and make an easy earning out of someone else's content, and they purposely target small channels because they are more inexperienced, and so they get away with it easier, most of the times, and so they try, how it is. So basically, back in the days when I was very inexperienced, it took me a while to figure it out that someone was stealing my footage. But once I received the notification, and most of the time you do receive even an email, from YouTube. And so even if you weren't aware, that you need every so often to go into this section, copyright, and check, YouTube is very good in letting you know. But just for peace of mind, always check every so often. I check once a week at least, people check daily. It didn't happen to me anymore lately. But again, it did happen in the past. So just keep an eye on it so you avoid issues. And basically this is how you do it. So I've just teach you, both ways how to check if you did receive any copyright claims and if anyone deserve a copyright claims from you. So that's it, guys. This is how you do it. I hope I was able to teach you something new and something very useful, to help you keep your channel safe and protected and never allowed anyone to steal, your original content from you. Now that you know, go check it out straight away and just make sure, that this is not happening, just for peace of mind. Anyway, I really hope this video was helpful. If it did help you, please remember to leave a like. I hope you are gonna even go and check out my personal channel, because there's a bit of everything, so I'm sure there's some videos that you may like as well. Subscribe if you didn't yet, because I'm gonna always upload very interesting videos, where I'm gonna teach you how to grow online, how to make money online, and very useful tutorials in general. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.